Welcome. This video is called When Women Feel Small, and I'll be sharing messages from the spirit of the Corn Mother Goddess and also how to embody Earth consciousness with her medicine. And I've been working with her and opening to travel to Oaxaca and work more with Corn Mother. And also for years, I've been working with Hopi corn flower essence I made. I planted Hopi corn in my unicorn garden and just had a really magical experience with corn, the spirit of that plant. And so I was working with it and got some really wonderful messages that I wanted to share to kind of deepen their understanding. Some people equate Corn Mother very much with the Virgen de Guadalupe, kind of the Mother Mary goddess figure of Mexico. And so if that feels right for you, definitely bring those goddess energies together. So a little bit about this vision that I had meditating with corn, and then this idea when women feel small. It was a very interesting visual and journey that I thought had some really good things to share and see if it resonates for you. And so I was pulled into really this idea of dancing with the beautiful corn mother and that energy that it takes to dance and be passionate. I know we've all been going through a lot and we may be feeling a lot of fatigue and tiredness and not really have the energy for all the things we want to do or just in life. But what her message was really strong, that when we are nourished, when we are truly nourished, and not just physically from the food we eat, but spiritually, when we are physically and spiritually nourished, then we do have the energy for self-expression, for dancing, singing, for celebration, for learning new languages, for changing patterns, for energizing change. And the corn spirit of this medicine, this frequency that can be taken as a flower essence or meditated on upon or work with the spirit directly, really does bring a lot of energy and life force. And I'm going to go into that a little bit with this journey. But to know that corn really came as a deep, deep gift to people, to humans, at a time when we needed to have ways to grow more food, to take care of ourselves, to take care of our babies, our children, our families. And so the actual co-creation of corn happened in a cave in Oaxaca, where I'm going. And it is an actual co-creative experience of the plant spirits and the humans and the the spirit of God, goddess, whatever you call that, source, like those weaving together to create this life-sustaining food that's called the staff of life, and is such an important part of being human and having food to eat so we can continue to live. So it's really considered, of course, a staple food, but I love that it was such a co-creative force to move a grass into an actual food, like we see it today. So there's some beautiful ancient stories there, and remembering that wants to come through, learning about the energy of corn and the goddess. So when I was tuning in, I was getting the message too that corn can really help bring forward women's special powers. And then I had this image, which is really interesting, of like this corn plants. And then all over the plants were these like mini women. And this is where I got that message, when women feel small. And so all these women were like fairy size. And then I saw like a gnome or a spirit that was giant compared. It was almost like the fairy realm switch size with the humans. And at first I thought, oh, this is interesting, balancing out. But I really got the message that it wasn't that it was more to do with in our culture, in patriarchy, in the false matrix, and all these things that we've been learning on this planet, women have been made to feel small, and it continues to this day, and not allowed to stand tall, like tall, 8 feet tall, like the corn, right? In the last meditation I did with the group with corn, the women were really feeling that standing tall energy of the corn medicine. So yeah, and I invite you as I talk about this to open and allow that frequency, that energy of her spirit to come into your field. It can come in through your crown, through your roots, your root chakra, through your heart, and receive this frequency medicine, this attunement as I continue. So I saw these women, these little women, and then I saw them in a circle and community, and seeing how important it was for them to be with each other, with a group, groups and circles. And it reminds me how the corn grows on a kernel, right? There's like lots of different kernels that make up one cob of corn. And so that felt like really important. And then I really got the strong sense of what was meant by this. And what she's saying, and we can do this right now together, is for us women, the corn mother, the corn goddess, will help us connect more deeply with Mother Earth. So many of our bodies, or our ancestors' bodies, of our mothers, grandmothers, great-grandmothers, have had trauma, have not felt safe, have had different things go on where it's been a lot of growth and learning and healing in order to be able to connect energetically, consistently, and maintain that connection of rootedness, of grounding into Mother Earth in a very energetic and physical way and spiritual way. And so Corn Mother, the corn is all about nourishment. And so much of that nourishment we receive, and you can say food, right, from the earth. But spiritually, the energy, the magic, that energy frequency, that life force, that kundalini of the earth, we, especially women's bodies, but all bodies, we need to have a connection, an energy that flows, aligns, and connects us continuously 24/7 with the earth. And so part of why women feel small is because they're trying to do everything themselves. They're trying to just be on their own and be in their own control and their own power and this, that, and the other, in this individualistic kind of society. But what the earth is showing, and actually I had a session just last week about this, and it's to really connect deeply with your roots, with your core, with your root chakra, your feet, and let your energy relax and connect with the beautiful energy of Gaia, of Mother Earth. So even just imagine that right now, you might even feel, oh, it doesn't feel totally safe, or maybe it does. But we're also growing new roots at this time as the earth shifts and the spiritual awakening is upon us. I'm seeing a lot of people growing new roots that are completely different and not like the ancestral roots. And so just allowing yourself to connect into Mother Earth, you're connecting into unity consciousness, into oneness, into that circle of women, of all wombs, of all, if you're a man, you can be part of that too. Or if you don't, if you're gender fluid, it doesn't matter what your sex is. But this is like the energy of wholeness, of oneness. And this is what we're all moving forward into, right? It's not about you, it's about we. It's the we. So here again is that community, that collective, And so really connecting with Mother Earth, her womb space, her beauty, her fertility, her abundance, all the things that are part of the beautiful Corn Mother's healing and her representation, her symbols of, how she supports women, how she feeds nursing mothers, how she cares and nourishes us spiritually and physically. So really opening that connection with the Mother Earth, and that you're fully present, that you feel safe to be fully present, embodied, and can connect so that you are not alone. You are part of the wholeness, the oneness of love, of this planet, of being here, and you are part of that, part of the earth, because you're part of the earth, you're part of nature, you're like a plant too, part of the plant kingdom, plant realms, part of the fairy realms, part of the crystalline grid of the earth. So this beautiful image really helped kind of like so many of the messages, I guess is what I want to say, lately have been how to embody the earth consciousness, how to truly hold that energy, run that energy, be in that energy alignment. Because that's really, to me, the key of feeling good, feeling connected, feeling abundant, feeling beautiful, feeling connected with community. So all these things have been my experience over many years as a healer and a teacher of ways that we can learn to feel safe again and to feel that our body can receive the nourishment. And back to that message in the beginning, when we feel nourished, then we feel we can do anything, right? We can express ourselves, dance, sing, play, work, take care of our children. So I think there's a deep, deep need. I know for me too, there's a lot of talk about self-care. And I think a lot of that is looking at what nourishes us truly, what nourishes us on the different levels, as I said, energetically, magically, physically. And so some of the kind of things that Corn Mother can really support us with as well is, that earth connection, right? That we're talking about, that really builds up and helps us grow. It helps us stand tall. It helps us feel more confident. It helps us feel nourished and energized. It helps us feel connected with the kundalini energies of the earth so that we can flow with this fire energy and have more life force energy in general. And that creative energy, this is about fertility and creation and creating new life, creating new projects, writing books, creating new art, expressing ourselves, creating a new life. And we're in that moment right now. And so, if even if you don't feel like a small woman, maybe you feel like a big woman and with a lot of energy, that's beautiful. But there may be some aspect within each of us, whatever our gender, that has a small woman there who may need attention, that may want to grow. She may want to express something that you never thought of. And so I think this is an invitation from Corn Mother to check out your small woman within and see what she's up to. And so I just want to share a few things about how to connect with Corn Mother Goddess on your own. And then I will share a little about some upcoming magic event that I'm doing. So the ways that I choose to connect is I have made that flower essence. So you can buy flower essence of corn or make your own, grow your own corn and make it, and or be with the plant. I know depending on the season where you are, that may not be possible, but there are beautiful flower essences. And they are used for specifically for um, like a lot of the themes I've talked about, nourishment, more life force and energy. They're also used in pregnancy and during childbirth and nursing for to nourish women in those stages, motherhood. And that can apply to all the year birthing. I feel like I'm in a big birthing process, and I think a lot of us are right now, giving death to some of the old and birthing new aspects, new remembering, new lives. So the essence is one way. You can also simply meditate and ask for the corn mother to join you, or the spirit of the corn itself, if you prefer to work with plant spirit medicine, or with the corn mother or the corn goddess, whatever kind of way that feels right for you. Just open to that energy and frequency in meditation. And I encourage too in meditation to not worry so much about the words or communication in a more human way, but pay attention to the energy, to receiving the frequencies, receiving any transmissions, allowing healing. So a lot of it's that receptivity. Um, and then you can also work with some of, corn silk you can get that tincture or work with that medicine. I see it as having a lot of rainbow energy and magic on its own. So there might be some different parts of the corn to focus on and work with, do art with. And then, of course, food, there's so many beautiful foods, healthy foods that you can bring some devotion to how you eat, make some cornbread with a sacred intention that you wish to really connect deeply and nourish yourself, nourish your body and your spirit by connecting more deeply with the earth through making this cornbread or making tamales or making a Mexican meal, like just bringing more awareness, beauty, and attention to the beautiful corn as food. And that it also, not just the physical nourishment, but that it spiritual, energetic, magically nourish you. So those are ways that you can connect and to know, that just back to, connecting with the earth. She's also about beauty and abundance and fertility, not just for having babies, but all kinds of fertility of creating our dreams, right? And then the one that just feels so incredible is her life force energy, that corn, working with the corn mother or the corn essence or the foods in a devotional, intentional way can really increase our life force and increase our kundalini, which is my experience of kundalini. It's very, very, it's like ecstatic love energy moving through your spine, moving through your body. I know people experience it differently, but to me, it's very gentle and soft and rejuvenating and sweet. And so the kundalini energy of the earth connecting with yours and opening up that flow. And then I just want to share for a moment something coming up in March. I am leading a sacred trip to Oaxaca, to a little village called Mitla. And it is the reason why I felt called actually to go was because there are caves there with magic petroglyphs all over them. And it is the site of where corn was cultivated, domesticated, created through the sacredness from a grass into the food that we know. And so it's called a pilgrimage, a Corn Mother pilgrimage. And I'm taking a small group, men and women, or non-binary folks. And we're going to be doing healing with the Zapotec people. Jules really tuned in, who's my co-facilitator, tuned into the artisans of the area. We're going to nourish ourselves with beautiful food, have cacao ceremony and lots of corn dishes. We're going to have healing experiences with the indigenous people there, really honor the culture. And so it's a chance to really immerse ourselves in the spiritual culture of that community in a beautiful way. And it will be a chance for transformation. If you're needing some healing, empowerment, a reset, a time to be in that very nurturing retreat energy of, there's a pool there at the eco village or eco retreat spot, actually pretty small place, and surrounded by nature, and it just will be a very beautiful sacred landscape to explore. Yeah, and we'll of course be with like-minded community. It'll be a small group, and really come together in that way of supporting each other, really making the group cohesive. It's definitely empaths, sensitives, people who are tuned in as earth workers or on their spiritual path, as well as a chance to explore that. And also there will be real honoring, for people's own experiences. Like the space I hold is very strong. It's something very important to me to make sacred space. And so I will be doing that and sharing my practices that I do with land alchemy and working with spirits of land, working with the fairy and elemental realms, working with plants. I'm a plant medicine woman, so I work a lot with the spirits of the plants and trees. And so we're going to have lots of chances to share and work together in that healing way, and learning some of the wisdom that comes through the medicine people. So if that sounds like your perfect trip, it's happening in March, and you can get the details below. And please feel free to reach out to me if you have more questions, and love to have you join us. So thank you so much for watching and connecting with this beautiful Corn Mother energy. And I can just feel from this little time that we spent together, just a very peaceful, a lightening in my womb space, a feeling of happiness to just spend a few moments nourishing myself with this energy. And I hope you've received that as well. And like always, please feel free to share this video and like and comment and subscribe. I really want to make 3K subscribers. I'm almost there, just a few more people. So that would be great. And yeah, so I hope you have a beautiful day blessed by the Corn Mother and the bounty, beauty, fertility, and joy that she carries. So thank you.